our comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.
All right, welcome back. It is 2:00 in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That means it's time for Lancaster Connects. Welcome back to our show where we like to shine great spotlight on our friends and neighbors here in Lancaster who are doing amazing things. And today we've got Lindsay and Jessie from ASSETS with us. So welcome, ladies. We're going to have a great conversation.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, I got a little bit of business for you first before we get started. So Lancaster Connects, produced by Gardner's Mattress and More right here in Lancaster, located on 830 Plaza Boulevard behind Park City Mall, right on the curve as a Plaza Boulevard goes around the back of the mall. Drive safe when you enter our store, please. We don't want to see anybody getting in an accident.
It's a bit of a busy road.
It's a little tricky.
Yeah.
Just eyes up, pay attention, cell phone down, and everything's good. But that's where we are, right behind the mall, and we'd love to have you come in. But my tip, my mattress buying tip that I like to start off with is about completing the system. Consider the system. So, completing your mattress buying system isn't about selling you more. It's about complementing the things that you might be investing in. So if you've invested in a mattress with cooling technology, it might be worthwhile for you to consider sheets that are highly breathable, moisture wicking, temperature neutral, that complement those cooling features in the mattress, just like maybe pillows would be as well. If you're putting that new mattress on your old foundation, understand there's not like this magic barrier that deflects the weight and the use and the impact that transpires and happens in your bedroom and on your mattress. There's no magic barrier. All the weight up top hits the floor. It's just you don't touch the box spring or the foundation the way you do your mattress. You change sheets, you're putting your sheets on the mattress, and unless you're like really into dust ruffles, you probably haven't touched your box spring for a while. I don't know. Are you a dust ruffle?
No.
Dust ruffle? So
does anyone use a dust ruffle?
No, I don't use a dust ruffle.
0 for 4 on dust ruffles today.
There are people that cut out the inside of the dust ruffle and like put it around and pin it up and take it off and launder it. But yeah, no, I'm not
these people.
No,
Nope.
I think that's a certain age bracket.
Mm-hmm.
If you're over a certain age, you might be interested in a dust ruffle.
The point being, not to bash dust rufflers. Now we just created a whole thing in Lancaster.
That's pretty good.
Was that Dr. Seuss book, the butter battle bread battle book? That thing?
Don't know that one.
Butter side up, butter side down, people.
I don't know that one. Do you know that one?
The butter battle book by Dr. Seuss.
No, but I'm definitely going to have to look for it now.
Oh, come on. Now look, folks, I had a moment pre-show where I was daydreaming something, but I know there is a Dr. Seuss book where one group of people put their bread on the butter side up, or the butter on the upside of the bread, and other people put it on the. I am not daydreaming this. Chris, you have to help.
Chris,
yeah, we're gonna have to look for it.
Producer Chris, the head productions. He was.
Oh, hey, look at that!
All right, I've done my work. You guys know the podcast. I'm gonna go.
The yooks and the zooks.
The yooks and the zooks.
Yeah. So we have the dust rufflers and the non-rufflers.
That book must have been a Canada only publication.
He didn't do Google.ca. I know he didn't do that. At any rate,
that's great.
The whole point of this is consider the system. There's an analogy we use. If you're like a F-150 truck person or a Ford Explorer person, you don't take your old tires off your Ford Explorer and put them on your new one when you get a new Ford Explorer because there's 5,000 miles left on the tread. Consider the whole system because it really does matter. It really does make it perform at home as you experienced here in the store. And so there's things that absolutely you should consider, and then there's things that maybe not. And our team will help guide you through that with great education and guidance. And that's my mattress buying tip, plus some other funny stuff in there. So it was like a twofer.
I'm glad you found that. I gotta have to read that one.
Yeah.
Never.
So all three of you never heard of
I
that
never
one.
saw that in my life.
I feel like
never saw that one.
I feel like we had the Dr. Seuss collection at home, but that was not part of it.
Yeah.
So clearly it was incomplete.
I gave some learning to people too.
Yes.
All right. Next up on Lancaster Connects is the Wheel of Discounts, Promotionals, and Freebies. And Lindsay, you know all about this,
Yes.
but you're off the hook today.
I am.
I think you were here our first show in the new year.
Yes.
And you got to spin the wheel on behalf of ASSETS. So Jessie, this is your responsibility. So whenever you're ready, let Chris know.
All right. Are you ready, Chris? Let's spin the wheel.
All right.
That was great. Inflection, smile, Linda was great.
She asked Chris if he was ready.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we
I
got?
think this is 2 times in a row.
A free pillow.
Check the wheel.
Free pillow coming in to Gardner's Mattress and More. Let the listeners and watchers, or no, this is for the listeners and watchers. Let the staff at Gardner's know that you saw Jessie spin the wheel, and you'll get a free pillow valued at $79. So that's a great.
Nice.
Free is
Is
free.
that one of those cooling pillows to go with your cooling mattress? Because you kind of sold me on the whole.
I know.
I think we have some in that price range.
think-
If not, you could apply that $79 value to one that does. A lot of
Oh,
people
that's
like it.
perfect.
and
All right.
have a little savings. We're flexible like that.
Amenable.
Amenable.
I think I said it wrong. Amenable. We're very amenable.
Yeah. Hey, I'm the one still reading Dr. Seuss books at the table.
That's true.
I'm not sure that I had that vocabulary.
That's true.
word.
That's true. All right. Let's dig in. So we've got Lindsay High, representing Assets. Lindsay is a 3-time guest on Lancaster Connect.
No,
Second
gee.
with Assets.
Every 6 months, y'all.
Yeah,
Here.
well,
we should have like flair for repeats. Like maybe a crown.
Sash.
Like SNL has the
Sash.
5-timers club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have to think about that.
5 times,
Yeah.
something like that.
I like
For
it.
now, it's
I
just
would
like,
wear
hey,
it.
you're here 3 times.
I mean, it's cool. I'm happy to be back.
And Jessie Tuno,
Yes.
you weren't here last time, but
Nope.
we're excited to learn more about you and what you do with Assets. And today, of course, we're going to talk about, just a refresh of what Assets is
Mhm.
and what you do. And then we're going to be talking about the Great Social Enterprise Pitch, which is what you're working on right now and coming up in a couple weeks here. So excited to learn more about that. Lindsay, so since you've been on, maybe just a refresh of who Assets is and what you do, and maybe what's new since the last time we talked.
Yes. So Assets is a CDFI, a community development financial institution, and we work with entrepreneurs to help equip them to launch or scale their businesses. We provide them with access to equitable capital, and then also the training tools and resources and education to get their business going. So we have been serving the community for about 33 years. We're a regional CDFI, so we serve Lancaster, York, Dauphin, Berks, Lebanon, Lancaster, York. I always have to count. Lancaster, York, Dauphin, Berks, and Lebanon counties.
Yes.
There we go.
Yep.
5. And for us, it's really important to ensure that we are equipping our entrepreneurs so that when they come into our doors and say, like, okay, I have an idea, I want to start, I will pick on our restaurant, our food entrepreneurs. I want to start a cafe. We're like, great. What is going to make your cafe unique and different? Where do you see the need in your community? How are you meeting those needs? Walk alongside them in that idea phase and then help them hopefully launch. And then as they grow, they'll come back to us and say, like, okay, launch the cafe. It's going great. I want to open a second location, or I want to improve my equipment. How can you help? We offer loan capital to them. We have 2 loan products, one at an 8% interest, one at 0% interest, to really make it accessible for folks. And then Jessie runs all of our training and our Women's Business Center, which is how our entrepreneurs receive all of the knowledge.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You mentioned CDFI. What does that
Yes.
stand for?
Community Development Financial Institution. So we're essentially a mission-driven lender.
Okay.
So we work really well with local banks. If a bank has someone come in that maybe the entrepreneur's credit score isn't quite as high as the bank would like, or they haven't, been in business for 2 or 3 years to show profit and loss, that entrepreneur for a traditional financial institution would be seen as pretty high risk. But for Assets, because we're a CDFI, we don't have a credit score minimum requirement. And we also can do credit counseling with the entrepreneur to help them just better understand and get, a hold on their credit and their finances. And so we can work with them to get their business started. And then as they outgrow us, because we're a micro lender, so we do capital $500 to $50,000. $50,000, not nothing.
Yeah.
But if you want to purchase the building that your business is in, unfortunately, $50,000 isn't going to cut it. So,
Not going to go too far.
so we then work with them to refer them out to a traditional financial institution for them to keep growing.
Gotcha.
Very good. Very good. Has anybody ever come, like, let's use the restaurants as an example, and maybe they love a certain format of cooking or menu, but there's already 13 restaurants like that downtown.
Yeah.
Is there a suggestion of a pivot, a suggestion of maybe a different format? Like, what happens there?
So I'm never going to discourage somebody from their dream. So for me, it's more about, let's do some research on that.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit more about why you want to do that. Let's look at the competition and see what they're doing well. Where's an area or a gap that you see with what's already out there, and how can we fill that gap? So it's not so much about discouraging them from opening another coffee shop or, whatever that other business is, but it's more of getting them to look at the business and say, like, okay, I see that there are already 70 other coffee shops here in Lancaster County. What else can we do? What's going to make my business stand out among the crowd?
Is that the real number, 70?
I think the last time I looked, it was 76.
Wow.
So 76 different coffee brands, not to mention, like, some of them that have multiple locations, but yeah, there's
like
a lot.
Like Big Green Coffee
A lot of them. Yes.
has them like on every corner. It
Yeah.
seems.
Yep. So,
Do you have, Jessie, an entrepreneurial background?
yes, I do actually.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Tell us about
Yeah. So, I've actually been in the restaurant industry for 26 years.
Coffee shop?
I have a coffee shop and cafe. Yes. Yes. But yeah, I've been in the restaurant industry, and went to culinary school, in 20, oh gosh, it was a long time ago. Let's just leave it there. But
At least out of two.
it did. Yes. But, I was one of the oldest two in my class. So, everybody else right out of high school. And here I am, like, late 20s starting culinary school, but it's fine. We all find our paths at a different age. Yeah. So, so I ended up in culinary school, and then working in the industry, from everything from fast food to fine dining, did some personal chefing, did some catering, and then went back to the school that I graduated from to teach. And then oversaw the program, took over as program director in 2020. So that was a fun transition.
Sure.
But it was really great because it also taught me a lot about curriculum and writing curriculum and transferring, what does it look like for a webinar versus, being in person. So I taught for 2 years and oversaw the program for 2 years, and then decided it was time. So I started my business in 2021 inside Southern Market.
Oh, cool.
I started out there. It's Butter and Bean, my little coffee shop inside Southern Market. And then we were approached to take the shop out to Tanger Outlets. So so we've been out in Tanger Outlets now for 3 years, 5 years in business, and third year out at Tanger Outlets. So
That's cool. Did you say Butter and Bean?
Butter and Bean.
That
yes.
sounds like
Not the box
title.
And that's why I was saying, I was like,
Book
I
title.
need to get this book now and keep it in the shop.
What was the book?
The Butter Battle Book.
The Butter Battle Book. Yes.
I still can't believe
It's
that
come
I'm
full
like
circle.
the one bringing book learning to the table, because I'm not that guy, really. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
So the depth of experience is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. So
Yep.
like restaurants, margin wise,
Yes.
food cost,
Yeah.
parameters of margin that you need to be profitable,
Mhm.
where you can adjust things. Okay, well, if you don't have all of this experience in the restaurant, as far as maybe like having to wash linens and take out silverware versus having to wash silverware, things like all the little levers to pull, that when you're advising somebody specifically on a restaurant concept,
Mhm.
really help them. How does that translate to other businesses?
Yeah. So we're really talking about a lot of the same concepts throughout
Right.
any business. We talk about cost of goods sold. What is your time worth? Which is two of the things that we talk so much with our entrepreneurs, and really discuss that and get into depth because those are the two things that we can control.
Yeah.
So how much are we charging for our products, and making sure that we're charging properly for those products or services that we're offering. So I do spend a lot of time working one-on-one with entrepreneurs and sitting down with them, and we talk a lot about the numbers. We really dive deep into looking at that, because we're, a lot of times that's where they're coming to look for help, that they've gotten to a point where things are kind of stagnated, or they are struggling to make rent this month. Like, how, I don't know what to do. And that's always the first place that we look. We dig into those numbers, and especially for restaurants. So you're looking at, like, so do you have your recipes costed out? Have you taken the time to cost out how much each thing costs you to make, plus how much each portion size is, and the majority of the times that answer is no. So, that's where we start.
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
So the last time you were on, Lindsay, we talked about the great social enterprise pitch.
Yes.
Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Let's give our listeners and watchers a refresher on what that is, because I know that's what you're working on now. And I know it also kicks off with the Idea Incubator,
Yes.
which I think you're intimately involved with.
Yes.
So let's first talk about what the Great Social Enterprise Pitch is, and then we'll go from there.
Yes. So the Great Social Enterprise Pitch is the culmination celebration of our Idea Incubator cohort. An Idea Incubator is our flagship programming that Jessie leads a cohort of entrepreneurs through a very rigorous and intense, highly valuable, kind of scary 12 weeks of how does one launch a business, writing a business plan, a marketing plan, understanding your finances, your branding, all of that good stuff. And at the Great Social Enterprise Pitch, we celebrate 5 entrepreneurs that have gone through the Idea Incubator, our final 5, and they pitch live at Zootropolis, live audience, panel of judges, kind of Shark Tank style, where they're competing for initial investment funding. So third place wins $2,500, second place wins $5,000, first place wins $10,000.
That's cool.
And so this is an event that really takes the entire community to put together. We have incredible community partners. Northwest Bank is our anchor partner this year. And so they've really helped us build out the investment funding that we'll be able to distribute. And then also Bank of Bird in Hand. We have a special treat. This year, we are doing a People's Choice Award. And so our audience at the Great Social Enterprise Pitch will be asked to vote for their favorite final 5 finalist, and that person will win $1,000.
Oh, that's cool.
And so that is could be one of the top 3, could be one of the other pitchers,
number 4 or 5,
could be number 4 or 5. So really excited about that. Our community partners really help us make this event, something spectacular for our entrepreneurs that have put in so much time and care and work into the innovation that they're trying to bring to our community.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's the Idea Incubator, Jessie?
Yeah. So Idea Incubator, as Lindsay had mentioned, it's our flagship program, 12 weeks. We deep dive into your business or your business idea. So this year we had 16. This is our largest cohort. And it's also a revamp for our Idea Incubator. Typically we've done them twice a year at about 8 weeks. But we've heard a lot from our entrepreneurs that it was so much information in such a short period of time. So this year, we expanded it out. So we cover everything from target market and customer research to your MVP. What's your minimum viable product? What's that thing that we can get started with, get it out in the world and get some feedback, some real good feedback to get started with. We spend 4 weeks talking about financials. So everything from costing your product, making sure that you're charging for your time. What does all of this look like for you? We talk about compliance. So insurance, legal, any compliance issues, permits, licensing that you may need for your specific business. And we talk about government contracting as well, because that's something that as a business owner, you are able to get certified as a women business owner, certified as a veteran-owned business owner. Multiple ways that we can certify our businesses, and then also be able to do government contracting, which can really turn a business from a small business into a large business. So
How does somebody get involved with the Idea Incubator? Like, is there a sign up process? Is there a fee to sign up? What does that look like?
So we have, we typically do an opening session that will have a webinar that will talk about what the Idea Incubator entails, the commitment that you're making, and then the whole process from start to finish. So we'll do that introductory webinar at the beginning of the year, and then we open applications. So we have those applications open for about a month. They have to submit a video just to give us a little bit more detail about who they are, what their business idea is, so that we can really see their passion behind their business idea, how much they've actually thought through the business, and what they're really looking for in the program. And then we go through and we grade everybody's applications and choose 16 to go into the program. So yeah.
How many applications do you get?
So this year we had about 30 apply this year. So typically it's between 20 and 24. In our smaller cohorts, we were only doing about 8 to 10 in a cohort. But yeah, this year we did a little bigger. So
Idea Incubator is a 12-week program, if I heard you correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times a week are you meeting?
We meet one time a week. We meet Wednesday nights from 6 to 8:30.
Okay.
And then they do have homework outside of class as well that they're working on. So I know. But we've also we want them to complete this program with a fully finished business plan as well. So every week there's a section. We have a program that we're using that helps them. It explains more about the business plan, and section by section, they're working through a little bit each week. So, and then we're talking about those things in class. So
has SCORE like feelings? Ben and I went through SCORE.
Yeah.
To open this business.
Yep.
Yeah. 16 years ago, 17 years ago.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, you're dating us.
Oh, that's true.
I was at an event yesterday, and you were referencing your time in cooking school.
Yeah.
And 2 of my former youth football players said, "Hey, Mr. Giannakavo," and I kind of look over my shoulder like, "Wait, is my dad here?"
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're talking to me. But yeah, no, we went to SCORE a while ago. So if you weren't, so the reason I bring up SCORE and touch on that is, so if somebody doesn't get accepted in, because there is limited spots, because you want to give great attention, great value to those that are there. Places like SCORE exist where they can get help. Is there anything that you have on the ASSETS site that people can go to and use, like a library of information that's out there?
Yeah. We're actually building, we're in the process of building a resource library that's available online as well. But we do one-on-one meetings with anyone. So you can come in, you can schedule a meeting with us, and then we'll meet with you either virtually or in person. 1-hour meeting, find out where you're at with your business, what are the pain points, and how can we help you to continue moving forward. So we call them our discovery calls. So we'll do those one-on-one. And then we also do monthly webinars and seminars that we do different things throughout the year, different topics that we do throughout the year. We actually have a small manufacturing accelerator that we're starting in October. Oh, cool. We've got 2 sessions, a morning session and an evening session. There are 2 3-day intensives for small makers or manufacturers. So it's right in line with the SBA. We've got a big push with small manufacturing. So this could be anybody who's working out of their cottage kitchen. They're doing bakery goods wholesale. They're a soap maker. They're doing, pieces that they sell wholesale, So lots of different areas of small manufacturing and what the government considers small manufacturing. So we're doing this 3-day. It's kind of like our Idea Incubator, but very, very abbreviated. So it's going to be an intense program. But yeah, we're really excited to be able to put this one out, that especially for those who weren't able to come for Idea Incubator. It's a great way to connect and get a lot of the same information, but just specifically for our creatives and small makers. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
And those discovery calls, is there a fee for those?
Nope.
Wow. Very
So the only thing we have a very few things that we charge for. Majority of everything is free that we offer. So like Idea Incubator, it's a $350 fee for the 12 weeks. We do have scholarships available, and the accelerator is also it's $150. And we have scholarships available for that as well. We don't ever want cost to be a prohibitive for someone to be able to get the help that they need for their business. So
That's incredibly inexpensive for
Yeah.
the education that is
Yes.
received.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So the 16 that you pick for the Idea Incubator, do you try to make them all be unique businesses
Mhm.
without overlap? And what are some of the participants? Like,
Yeah.
what were some of the business ideas?
Yeah, we had a really great mix of cohort this year. So we had a mental health provider specifically working with those in sub-Saharan African descent who have experienced intimate partner violence.
Wow.
So very specific. She's working on training the clinicians to be able to relate and be able to support these people. We had a hot dog cart. And he is a former Marine who is putting together a hot dog cart. And,
Cool.
he didn't make Final Five, but he was very proud to tell me at the beginning of this week that he got some funding. He's got the cart.
Oh,
He's
cool.
just like pushing right on ahead. So we're
Yeah.
really excited for that.
We made somebody's hot dog cart dreams come
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going to have to talk about this afterwards.
Yeah.
We didn't have a cohort or an incubator or anything like that, but
Yeah. No, we're going to have to talk about that. I need to hear this
we
now.
We learned that hot dog school is a real thing.
yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody that helped us out when we had our outlet closing sale, Sweet Lou,
Sweet Lou.
he was looking to retire out of road dogging for furniture sales,
Mm.
being on the road,
Mhm. Yep.
traveling store
Yep.
to store as they close or have events. And we had the pleasure of having him at our outlet closing sale. And he's a Chicago guy, so he wanted an authentic Chicago hot
Yes.
dog cart. Vienna beef, has a hot dog school, and he did a great job for us. I think hot dog school is what, like
It
$700.
was like $700. We read them.
So we gave him his bonus, and then we gave him another check. But it was
That's
contingent on he had to go to hot dog school, and he did. And he got his cart.
fantastic.
He was running it out in Arizona where he lives, and unfortunately, it got stolen
Wow.
out of storage. He was away at a sale, and it got stolen out of storage.
Oh
and,
my gosh.
And he in that time also got hooked up with another promotions company in the furniture space that kept him really busy, elevated, I guess, his compensation, and so he hasn't got back to it. But
Yeah.
boy, did he have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
And made
Yeah.
a lot of great connections. So we know about hot dog carts.
Yeah, we're very excited to see him because he very passionately talks about hot dogs. So
Is it a Chicago, authentic Chicago.
he's
cart?
doing a New York style dogs.
Uh-oh.
So
So is it Sabrett's?
yes, Sabrett's. Yep.
Did they put ketchup on the hot dog?
Listen, he will go into the entire spiel, and like I said, he's a former Marine. He's very loud, boisterous voice.
Yep.
So yeah,
Says butter
he's very
battle all
passionate
over
about it.
it.
Yeah.
It seems like we got to have this hot dog cart here.
Yes. I'm sure I will make the connection
Yeah,
for you.
cool.
Yep.
Get the hot
Is he
dog
up and running?
Yes. Not yet. He is in the process though. So he's got his cart. He's working on getting it wrapped and doing all of the initial permitting and all of that. So yeah.
I think we could fit a cart back here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of October.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We'll talk after.
All right. We'll talk. We'll talk.
What are some of the so the two you mentioned?
Yes. Let's see. So there's someone who does DIY craft parties. There was a let's see. Oh my gosh. Mental health, the hot dog cart, an Egyptian bakery, a professional organizer. We had an accountant who's starting her own accounting firm. And then our final five are amazing. So we have Aftercare Compass, who they do, he has a web application that helps to connect resource partners with those who are looking to place people coming into recovery.
Wow.
So all of those resources in one spot. So that application, and then we have a commercial cleaner who employs women and works with their schedule to help them to be able to provide consistent jobs, livable wages for supporting these women and their families. And then we have Leadership Shift, who is a woman who is working with executive level female leaders and helping them to manage the day-to-day and avoid burnout. And then we have a sound healing mental health therapy. Her business is just, it's amazing. During her pitch, she had this little like rain sound thing playing, like a rain stick, like playing in the background while she was giving her pitch. So it was just very like zen and just kind of like, it was really cool,
So it's like
really cool
music
pitch.
therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So sound healing is like the bowls, like those, the sound bowls.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
but she does a lot of work with children. And she talks about how, with therapy, you know, that you have to connect with people before you can get them to be open and talk with you. So a lot of that comes through that sound healing to be able to connect with them in music or with just sound. You know, even clients who may be nonverbal, that to get them to be able to connect in a different way. So it's very, very cool. And our last one is a Mountain Laurel Sewing Company, and she does she's teaching sewing to all ages, and then also working with upcycling, so recycling products and keeping a lot of the products out of the landfill. So
That's awesome. And
yeah.
what did they have to do to get picked to be one of the 5?
So for that final 5, so at the end of the 12 weeks, everyone pitches. So we had 16 pitches. We separated them out into 8 and 8 in 2 rooms this year. But they give their 5-minute pitch. And then we had panels of judges in each room, and they scored, and everyone got the scoring rubric ahead of time, so they know exactly what they're being judged on. And then like the judges will then deliberate, and they'll talk about like who has the strongest social impact for their business, who has the strongest business model, and what was their overall presentation like? How do they hold themselves? How do they present themselves in the room? So all of those things considered, and then we chose. The judges sat and deliberated final 5, and they actually called and they were like, "Hey, what do you think about doing 6?" And I was like, "Well,
These are the judges.
I would love to, but we've already been advertising final 5. We already have all of this stuff in place for final 5, so maybe next year we'll do 6."
I would imagine it's hard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be one of those judges.
Oh yeah.
Because you're literally listening to somebody's dream, and they've put the work in. You've helped them come up with the viable product, the go-to-market strategy, and like you said earlier, you don't want to say no to anybody.
Right.
It might help them focus a little differently.
Right.
But that's got to be a tough seat. I wouldn't want it.
It is. Yeah, it
so
is.
Whoever the judges are, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for being hard, but I'm guessing that maybe number 6 through 16 might not say thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do.
I think they are still really appreciative.
Yeah.
Our hope is that even if folks don't make it to final 5, like you mentioned, they have this viable business plan that they can take out into the world and seek additional funding, like our hot dog guy, or we had an entrepreneur that went through our Idea Incubator last year, and she started our Caria daycare, which she did not make it. She was part of our spring incubator last year, and so we didn't have a pitch competition associated with that, but she took her pitch deck and participated in a national pitch competition and won $50,000
Whoa.
with her pitch
her
deck,
deck.
that she created during
deck. So
during Assets. Yeah.
That's awesome.
this is
Good for
just hopefully a starting point, or that first initial lily pad for our entrepreneurs to build something really solid, have a really strong foundation, and then access capital and investment with us, or out
well,
in
and
the world.
that's a really great point. Obviously, winning is nice. Obviously, if you win the grand prize at 10 grand, that's nice. But if you've done the work,
Right.
whether you're the winner of Great Social Enterprise, or again, I'm not trying to make it a contest, whether you were number 1 or number 16 in the cohort.
Right.
If you can go out and win with the business plan, that's what matters.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, the 10 grand's nice. The award is nice, but serving people at a high level in whatever it is, that's the reward.
Yeah, that's the whole focus for Assets. We want to equip our entrepreneurs with the resources and tools that they need.
Yeah.
And Idea Incubator is one of our, signature ways of doing that.
Yeah.
But to Jessie's point, outside of Idea Incubator, the monthly webinars and seminars are available to anyone in the community. And so they might be an entrepreneur that is in that idea phase where they're just like, look, something's been rolling around in my noggin, and I think there might be something there. I need somebody to bounce this off of. I need some guidance. Or they're an entrepreneur that's like, okay, I want to grow and scale my business, and I know I want to do that, but I don't quite know how. What does a bigger space look like? What does growing my team look like? How do I build intent, with intentionality and care? And so our hope with Assets is we meet them where they're at, and then they're in the Assets ecosystem kind of for always.
Yep.
If they graduate from us from a lending standpoint and move on to larger lending opportunities, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe they come back and they participate in a panel and say, like, when I was a baby entrepreneur, this thing sucked. Don't do it.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Like, we love that. We love being able to keep them engaged.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned, we've been in the community 30 plus years. We have folks like Crystal Weaver, the owner of Prince Street Cafe, someone who has started a business and grown and scaled it to a really wonderful place with Passenger and Commons, and now selling 2 locations to Denim Coffee, which is exciting for her. So
That's awesome.
And she'll come back and sit in on panels and be a resource for our folks. So really appreciate it.
Very cool. So you've got your final 5.
Yep.
What now? What's next?
No. So now they prep.
Yeah.
I would imagine they're practicing.
Yeah, now they practice.
Yeah.
Standing in front of the mirror
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
Memorizing.
Yep.
We have a wonderful pitch coach this year that we are working with, Cindy King with CFW Careers. She is a force for good in our community. And it has been a godsend to Assets and to this cohort specifically. And she is working with them to help them build their confidence, because, I mean, this is a live pitch. They are
in front
on
of how many
stage.
people?
About
120.
125, 150
And there were how many
folks.
judges in the first round?
Yeah. Between the two, each room probably had about 40 to 45 people in each room. So it's a little, it's still a little intimidating, especially when you're not used to speaking in front of people.
And we host it at Zootropolis. They've been an amazing partner of ours for years. And the house lights come down and the stage lights come up, and it's a literal spotlight.
It's a big deal.
Pitching your business. So having Cindy work with our folks has been really, really wonderful.
Yeah.
So, all the nerves all around.
Yeah.
But then pitch night comes and it's just like, all right.
Yeah.
Have a good time.
Yep.
And it's still the 5-minute pitch?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
5 minutes. Yeah. So we spend, after the end of Pitch and Brew, where they've narrowed down those final 5, we expended an additional 2 weeks with them on Wednesday nights, still that same time frame. So we'll spend 2 more weeks with them, just refining their pitch deck, refining their script, making sure make sure you hit these points when you get up there. So
don't leave the most critical one out.
Yes. Yeah.
One of our marketing mentors, Dan Kennedy, he tells a story. His greatest presentation he ever gave. Now, he was on the success tour going back 80s, early 90s. He's like, I was in the zone. I gave the best presentation I ever gave. Now, he went at the end after all he was not on the playbill. He was just at the end. He's out there hustling, selling his product, his course, and gave the best presentation ever. He forgot to sell.
Oh.
That's it, folks.
And thank you.
Safe, you're awesome. Up. He gets off stage. 5 minutes later, he's like,
Whoops.
I forgot to sell.
Yep.
What is that? ABC? Always be closing.
Always be closing. Yeah, yeah. And that was the deal there, because he wasn't being paid as a professional speaker.
Yeah.
He made more money than the professional speakers did because of the upfront sales and then the long tail of newsletter subscription and coaching and consulting thereafter. But yeah, he got off script. So you always want to follow the script.
Yep.
So the big night is September 10th.
September 10th, next Thursday.
Thursday night. Okay.
Oh my
Next
gosh.
Thursday. Yeah.
It's wild.
I know.
And it's
Don't
August
think about it.
31st.
I know.
I'm thinking September 10th is like
Yeah.
still 2
I know.
weeks away.
Yeah. Weeks.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
and Zootropolis. And can the public attend?
Yes. So we would love to have the public join us. We have tickets available on our website. You'll see a banner at the top that will take you to our Zeffy page. And Zeffy is the platform that we use. Think of Eventbrite, but a little easier to navigate. And on our end, as a community benefit organization, they're just a way better partner. So we have 2 ticket options. Both of these options get you a seat in the live audience. We have amazing food that we will have. We'll also have performances that happen after the pitches as our judges deliberate. And then this is making an investment into the entrepreneur. So these are ways that the community can support small business, our local small businesses and our entrepreneur community, and have a blast doing it.
Yeah, it's a fun night.
And I see it 5:30 to 8:30. Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. When do the pitches start?
So the pitches will start at 6:15.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
call it. I'll be really
The
optimistic
program,
and say that
yeah,
we're
the whole
running on
program
schedule.
starts. Yeah.
6-ish.
That's cool.
Things can happen in a live event.
That's right.
It's
But-
okay.
Yeah, we'll have food at Zootropolis. Working with Zootropolis is great. They're we're on the still house side of Zootropolis, since the restaurant has since closed. But we'll have the popcorn available. The bar will be open there, and then we'll do the pitches. We'll have an intermission, which is when folks will be able to vote for People's Choice. And then during that, we have performances from some of our past Great Social Enterprise Pitch winners. So Ripple Hub is folks at, look at Nikki. Okay, I got to check.
This is last year's pitch.
Yeah, this is last year's
Okay.
pitch.
Okay. Last year's winners?
This is
These-
Glam U. Fantastic story. Not
Yep.
winners
Yeah.
of the pitch, but have done amazing work
cool.
in the
Yes.
past year.
Yeah.
This is Keystone Claus. This is Michael Worley. He was one of our top 3.
I remember we talked about him in January
Yeah.
on our show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they actually just moved into a larger location. So
Oh, cool.
Keystone Claus was able to expand their business from doing manicures to now also offering pedicures. And so they moved into a larger location.
I'm a huge pedicure
Yeah.
fan.
You can't
they're
forget
the
about the
best.
feet.
Yeah. On Columbia Ave, just
Yeah.
across from
Yeah.
Lancaster Tennis and Yacht Club.
Oh, yeah. That's
So,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Very cool.
Very good. So September 10th, going to be a fun night.
Yes.
The culmination of all this work that really sounds like it began way back at the beginning of the year.
It did.
Mhm.
Applications
It
opening.
did. Yeah.
So if you're listening and watching and you're like, I have a business idea and I live in this area and I like what Assets is throwing down, when do you start for 2027?
So we'll do an info session. I believe it's in March. We do an info session. And then applications will open the beginning of April. So they'll be open through April. And then cohort starts in June, beginning of June. So yeah.
But if you've got something just burning in your brain,
Yep.
you can
Reach out anytime.
reach out. You could do discovery calls. You go to the website. There's resources there, and take advantage of all the great information that you offer.
Yeah, we also we have a pretty robust social media presence. Jose is our marketing manager. He's also an Assets entrepreneur. One thing Assets really loves is we work with amazing entrepreneurs, and then we're like, so by the way, love your idea. You're fabulous. Would you also like to work here full time? And maybe your team runs day-to-day operations.
Is that what happened with Jessie?
Yes.
With Jessie
Very
and
much.
with Jose. Jose and his wife own Mocha Motion. It's a coffee truck. And they were just
Mocha
at the
Motion.
Mocha Motion.
Yep.
I like that name.
They were just at the E-Town Fair last week.
Yeah.
But he is our marketing manager. He's gone through our programming and access funding with us and had a really strong marketing background. So when we were looking for someone that would help us craft how we communicate with our entrepreneurs, I mean, what better resource than one of our entrepreneurs?
Sure.
And so he manages all of our social media. And we're on Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook all the time.
That's awesome. What are some of the other success stories, people who have gone through an assets program and have gone on to success that people might recognize the business?
Yeah, you both kind of lit up Beauty Barrier or Beauty Bar.
Nikisha, it's
Glam You.
Glam You.
Sorry, thank you.
Yes.
You were way off.
Yeah, that's okay. Yes.
Skin barriers, beauty creams.
Yeah, yeah.
So Glam You.
So Glam You, she was one of our final 5 last year. So her story, she shares that back when she was in high school, one of the most impressive experiences that she had and not in a good way. She didn't have, her mom was a single mom, didn't have a whole lot of money. So when came time for prom, everybody's getting their hair and their nails and their makeup done, and they're getting shoes and jewelry and all of the things. And she showed up to prom in jeans. Okay. So, for her, that was such a defining moment for her that she never wanted someone else to have that. So she created Glam You. She created her own beauty line of products that she has. But the Glam You side, she works right now. She's working with McCaskey, and they get referrals for girls or guys that don't have access or wouldn't otherwise be able to afford those services. Provides a full head to toe makeover, nails, all of the clothing is donated, hair services, all of that. All of those, everything that they would need, and photo shoots too. So they have a photographer that comes in and they'll take individual pictures for them. They document the whole evening. So it's just an amazing, amazing night. So, and she actually last year during Pitch and Brew, when they're presenting and coming down to the final 5, there was a partner in the audience that actually reached out to us afterwards, and they were like, I really believe in her mission. I want to donate to her directly. How do I connect with her to be able to give her some money to get started with this? Because she was going into prom season. Yeah. How do I connect with her to do that? So, cool. Yeah, so it's just been amazing. She's actually met with some people in New York that are doing kind of a similar thing, and they were actually able to give her a bunch of dresses for this year's prom. So like just so many connections that she's been able to make and continue growing her business and growing the mission behind this.
So how does that translate outside of prom season?
So then throughout the year, she has, like with her cosmetic line, that she's doing a lot of those things. She does a lot of other, like homecoming. She'll do the same thing for homecoming. Prom is the major event that she does, but she is still involved in the community in different areas throughout the year.
But she has cosmetics.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
That's like, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
That stuff gets used every day.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It gets applied.
So.
It gets wiped off. You apply it more the next day.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, that is how society works.
Or multiple
Yep.
Oh, she is.
Yeah. Yep. It's Nikisha.
Very good.
So,
awesome.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, we've got so many in our community. Stroopy Co is one of our entrepreneurs.
Stroopy's on. I'm good friends with John Gruff.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
So Jenny was our first Great Social Enterprise Pitch winner.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'd love them.
So wait a minute. You're good friends with the Stroopy people?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So
Where's the hookup?
Where's the Stroopies?
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
He's been holding that one.
Yeah.
well, there is a secret drawer of treats in this office.
Oh.
It should be full.
So it might
It
be
should be.
in
It does not.
there.
Oh.
Might be in there.
That's a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Oh man. And then we also have let's see, Kate Farbo with Prism Thrift. She was our winner 2 years ago. Who else? Champagne.
What does Prism Thrift do?
So Prism Thrift is they're a secondhand clothing store, and specifically do a lot with the LGBT community. So, yep, and supportive of the support in the LGBT community.
Okay.
So, yep. Let's see, Ripple Hub, as we mentioned earlier, and they do music classes in the elementary schools. Teaching sound. What do we call it? Like
Recording.
recording and yes. Mixing
Alex, Abby, I'm so
music
sorry.
and
Yes.
yeah. So they teach a whole
DJ.
DJ. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Them.
Yep.
They're
So
so amazing. So
really
cool.
great.
Ripple
Yeah.
Hub, they work with us to help us produce the pitch.
Mhm.
And so
Yep.
Alex and Tabby and their team help us with our sound design for the pitch. They're also during intermission going to be doing a live recording. So they do backbeats and then it's a street session is what it's called. They will pull folks from the audience to help mix in. And that song that's created at the pitch will be what we use as the backing track for our Great Social Enterprise Pitch recap video for this year.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very neat.
Yeah. They teach that one of the classes that they teach with the elementary schools is teaching them how to write a song from start to finish,
Yeah.
create the music, create the rhythms, like the whole start to finish, all of the things that they need to know about how to write music. So, Champagne with Univision. She's got a bilingual, it's a Spanish immersion daycare. In the city of Lancaster. And as soon as you walk in, all of the kids are spoken to in Spanish. Doesn't matter if you know Spanish or not, you're going to learn it.
That's immersion.
So, yep. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, she's got a great vision and a great program there with Univision as well. Pride Painting is another one. The Cat Cafe, Lancaster Cat Cafe, and Jax and
What is a
her
cat
team.
cafe?
So they have a coffee shop in the front,
Uh-huh.
and then they have cats in the back that you can take a drink and you go
Like,
back and you can sit
go-
with the cats, and
Go
there's
with the cat.
cats just like roaming around. She actually has like tubes built in the out in the above the room, so you see them they're walking out. They have like a little window out in the cafe that
So
the cats will come up. And,
These cats are already there, but could you bring your own cat, or
No.
that's not okay?
yeah, so they
adoptable?
actually
I
they
thought so.
partner
Oh,
with
okay.
the pet
That
pantry,
makes
and
sense.
so then they have different cats they're all adoptable, all the cats that are there, and they've adopted a lot of cats that way. So
I can imagine that's a good way to do it. You go
Yeah.
in, have coffee, mingle with the cat.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Fall
this
in
one.
love and be like,
This cat.
yeah, this is the one. I'm taking this
cat
one home.
enhances my coffee time experience.
Yes.
I would like to take you home.
Yes.
You're my cat.
Exactly.
That's
So
cool.
so it's dual purpose. Yeah. Yep. Getting cats adopted and serving coffee and being part of the community. So so that's just a few of our entrepreneurs. So
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Look, I've said on the show, don't bet against Lancaster.
Mhm.
I think Lancaster has just a tremendous foundation, is always doing cool stuff.
Mhm.
You all are part of that. So thank
Yes. Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So September 10th, because this is what happens in these live shows. We're 7 minutes out from 3:00.
Wow.
So September 10th is the Great Social Enterprise Pitch. Tickets are still available. It's next Thursday,
Mhm.
which I know, like, for people who love summer, you might be a little sad at that. What better way to get over the summer being over than to go here to the Great Social Enterprise Pitch? Looks like tickets are $50. The thing that I liked about your platform, you said, is limited fees.
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than buying a ticket and then
Convenience fee.
Yes.
the convenience to have me do it all.
Yeah, we want to
Doesn't
ensure
exist.
the most possible goes directly to support our
Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
makes sense.
Yeah. So great night. You get some food, you get some entertainment, you get to see something great. You get to see maybe the next great thing
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Lancaster. Like, imagine if you got to see Stroopy's pitch
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
way back in the day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
this
as an
is our
example.
12th year.
Yeah.
that's
Our 12th
Yeah.
Great Social Enterprise Pitch.
And the group that does the songwriting, like, imagine being part of that, and then that track gets into a school in the
Mhm.
future, and that kid, like, 18 years from now, wins a Grammy
Mhm.
from Lancaster. Like, that can happen.
Yeah.
We have like not Grammy, but who's the act? We have like a famous actor from the area.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
also named Jonathan
Groff. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
So if you're a Jonathan Groff listening
You're
right
gonna do
now,
great.
the odds are in your favor. No, just kidding. But no, September 10th, great. So I want to say the Great American Pitch Fest, but Great Social Enterprise Pitch Fest. Great Social Enterprise Pitch. Sorry.
Yes.
I
September
love the
10th,
fest ad though. Maybe we'll add
Yeah.
a festival.
There we go.
Festivus.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah, 5:30 to 8:30. No grievances, all fun,
Yes.
Mhm.
and food, music, and you get to see the next up and coming people here opening their business in Lancaster, which is just a great place to live and work and be in the community. So
Yeah.
thank you to ASSETS for being a part of it.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you so
for
much
having
for this
us.
opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to share the stories of some of our entrepreneurs and give a shout out to our community partners is what makes this work possible. So
Mhm.
That's
guys,
awesome. Yeah, thanks
So
for
we
coming
got
back.
to
Yeah,
know
thank
you
you.
both through the assets lens. So let's get to know you through the connection cocktail lens.
Yep.
Okay.
A few questions to get to know our guests a little bit better.
Sounds
I
good.
guess-
Does that look enough?
I guess I'll kick it off here. This is for each of you, and one at a time, I guess. Describe Lancaster's entrepreneurial community in one word or two.
I would say a tapestry.
Tapestry. Oh,
Mm,
yeah.
mhm.
Okay.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say vibrant.
Vibrant.
We have a very vibrant small business community here.
It's cool to see the different ideas. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like we rely on AI and
Mm.
technology to come up with some things, but like real brains are coming up with these
Yeah.
ideas, and it's just cool to see
Yeah.
what comes out of either challenges or frustrations or
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
serving people's needs. So it's
Yep.
really cool to see.
All right,
Love those
next
words.
next one. If you had to start a business tomorrow, what would it be?
Oh,
Mm.
well, you already have a business.
I do.
But if
Okay,
you're
well,
starting
another
one.
Because you're not busy enough.
Yeah, I know. No. I want to find a business that I can travel. I don't know what that is, but
Oh.
this is my year of travel, and I would love to find something that would take me traveling. So
Coffee can travel.
yeah.
I would like to also do traveling. I was thinking being a travel consultant.
Oh,
My husband and I have been very fortunate in that we've been able to travel abroad a lot. And I love giving people recommendations or being able to share places that we've been and be like, hey, maybe not so much this place, but like if you turn that CD corner and go to this other place, it would be great.
Mhm.
So some sort of, like travel consulting.
all right. Sell Jeff and I on a trip to go on.
Okay. So we are going back to Portugal.
Okay.
And we're doing Porto and Lisbon, which I'm very excited about. And so one of the things that I would recommend you doing is a cafe called Prado.
Brado.
And
In
it's
Portugal.
In Portugal, in Lisbon. And it is a very, very small cafe. They just received a Michelin star. And it is
Wow.
a beautifully curated, hyper local Portuguese menu in like tapas style. So small plate
yep.
style. And you simply sit down and they begin to feed you.
Mm.
You don't ask questions. You just eat all of the delicious
Uh-huh.
things.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Nice.
Yes.
I think I'm in.
Yeah, let's get it lined up.
Yes.
So retreat Prado in Lisbon,
Prado
Portugal.
and Lisbon.
Mhm.
We'll eat all the tapas till we have to tell them to stop.
That's
I
right.
guess.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Come on. Man.
Um,
It's your notes.
It's true. It's true. A business that we haven't talked about that you find especially inspiring in Lancaster.
Mm.
I find them all inspiring.
I know. There's so many that I'm like, oh, that's such a great.
This is turning into the pressure cocktail.
I'll actually talk about one of our business partners that I find really inspiring, mostly because they're just quietly doing really good work. So Hemfield Technology is a company that does IT services and obviously tech services. And their CEO, Fabian Asia, is a dear friend of mine, a supporter of Assets. Hemfield is a supporter of the Great Social Enterprise Pitch, which we deeply appreciate. But he is the type of CEO where he is just quietly building something really strong. And as someone who doesn't have maybe a strong tech background, I'm just always fascinated by what they're able to create. So yeah, I would say Hemfield Technology.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's actually one of our entrepreneurs, and I met her last year. Her name is Jakira Sampson, Kai the chemist. And she does programming, first of all, being a woman in science and STEAM and STEM. She's rocking it in the science world. This year she was invited to be on stage and present at the American Chemical Society national level, like speaking up there. Yeah. But she came through our programming doing, she called it's STEAM sneakerheads. So using sneakers in schools to help connect STEAM and STEM with the students through like little sneaker kits, and it's really, really cool what she's doing. Awesome. And she's just so, the way that she talks about science and being a woman in science and being a woman of color in science, and she is really, really, really cool to watch her. Just watching her grow and watching her just taking over the world.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
That's neat. I firmly believe that kids in school now can be great. We just have to connect to them in unconventional ways.
Correct.
So the way
that's how she's doing it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the sneaker, like kids that are into sneakers, whatever that little kid is, I don't know, but like I instantly got it. I'm like, oh, that probably really works.
Yeah.
Just can't be a teacher at the front of the classroom reading off of a lesson plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might think, hey, it worked for me. Well,
yeah.
But it doesn't work for the next person.
Yeah.
And it probably didn't work for a classmate beside you back then.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I love that. All right. Last one. So 250th year of America. What, from your view, what makes America great? What do you love about America? Or Lancaster?
I would say that we are a country of immigrants. So I look at, when I say the thing that I love about our community is it's a tapestry. We work with entrepreneurs from all different backgrounds and cultures and faiths and upbringings. And I think that's why our small business community is so strong. We have such diverse, beautiful takes on food and on clothing and technology and language services. And I look at our country and I think that's what makes us great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would just add on to that is just the opportunity that we have available to us, that just finding the resources to get you to move forward and to keep taking steps forward, just the opportunity that we have to be able to create what we want in our lives.
That's cool. And of course, Assets is providing that opportunity through your programs.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yep.
Love it.
Very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks,
Well,
guys.
thank you. Yeah.
That went fast.
Yeah.
It does. The hours always fly by.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap up. Thank you again,
Awesome.
Jessie.
Thank you.
And,
Yes.
Lindsay from Assets. One last time, the Great Social Enterprise Pitch. I believe that's a Thursday, September 10th.
Yep.
Because September 11th is Friday Night Football. I happen to know that because it's football season, high school football season.
Yes.
Big fan of. But Thursday, September 10th, pack your weekend dance card.
Yes.
Great Social Enterprise Pitch. Go on out there. You'll see amazing people up and coming with great ideas that are going to fuel Lancaster, make Lancaster even stronger as we go forward. Don't bet against Lancaster. I've said that multiple times. We're strong. We're going to continue to be strong. This is why you get to see it from the ground floor. So you can say, hey, I saw that business when, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's a very cool thing that you have an opportunity for at Zootropolis, September 10th, 5:30 to 8:30. So get your tickets. The links are with the show notes or on the Assets site right at the top of the page. Not a lot of excess fees. So your ticket goes right to the entrepreneurs and to the programming that Assets delivers. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to roll right into my Sleep Better tip. So here's a little exercise for you. Pretend that our Sleep Better book that we're going to gift to you, if you go to gardenersmattressandmore.com/sleep better, we'll send you a gift on us, our gift to you, because when you crack it open to page 37 and just follow those tips for a week, you're going to sleep better. You're going to add to the longevity strategy of better sleep to improve your life. Because the event that I was at yesterday, where I was called Mr. Janakovo and I thought I was dad, was somebody that is near and dear to our high school's football program, Steve Yeager. He unfortunately has ALS, a neurological disease. And not that I could point to poor sleep contributing to that, but we do know the science is there that poor sleep does contribute later in life to a myriad of diseases. So my Sleep Better tip for you, if you were to take our book and pretend it's your pillow and it's at the head of your bed and you flip it like that 4 times, that's 25% of the space on your side of your bed where you sleep. So it takes up a quarter of where you sleep in your bed. It supports the pillow, 8 vertebrae in your neck. It's important. So think about your pillow. If you would like to be properly fit for a pillow, come on in. If you want some tips about how to better use your pillow in position, we've got them in the book, or visit. We'll be able to help you out. And we don't have to sell you anything. We'll just bring your pillow. We'll share a couple tips with you, and it'll probably change your life.
Or come in and get your free pillow.
Or thank you.
Yes.
Yep. So we'll give you the knowledge and the pillow.
Yes.
So that's my Sleep Better tip.
Good stuff. Testimonial time for Gardener's Mattress and More, 830 Plaza Boulevard behind Park City Mall. Had a review come in over the weekend from a customer named Richard. Simple review on Google, just said salesman was knowledgeable, helpful, and patient. He let the bed/product sell itself. Overall, a very positive experience. So the important thing in that is that obviously we can tell you all kinds of information about a mattress, tell you why a mattress might be the right fit for you, but it's your body's decision on what is going to be the best fit for you. So yeah, lay down, take the right amount of time to make the right decision. Let your body determine what's right, and you're always going to make the right decision.
Yep.
So thank you, Richard. Thank you to all of our customers who say kind things on the Google machine.
That's right. All right.
That's the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll see everybody else next week at 2:00. Take care. Have a great week, Lancaster.
Bye.
Comments have exploded through the roof. So there you go.